sangat membagongkan.
If the Valentina has a war cry, I'm thinking it's gonna take the Edith on.
Definitely the way to go, most likely. Let's see how this goes, man. Potential fireworks in the early game. This is Alpha 7 against RRQ Hoshi, game number 1.
Yep, looks like Rince is taking Quantum Charge as well. Basically a generally good emblem taker. So now looking at both lineups, not really expecting a lot of aggression coming in until the turtle comes up. The only thing is I feel like...
And it's also good sustain because Rince likes trading a lot. In the mid lane though, already. We have a 2v2 here. I think that Kalia is the great equalizer. Ooh. Okay.
Something to note as well, here we can see that Rince is using Tenacity and Purify. So
do anything about it here, he might be forced to miss a full-on EXP card. That's gonna mean a level 4 advantage for Dairon once the fight takes place in the turtle.
Yeah, that's rough, but looks like Takashi is gonna clear that lane and eventually hit level 4. Anyway, it looks like this is gonna be a very free turtle for RRQ Hoshi. Takashi was able to back away, so not gonna get...
The later the game goes, more Death Sonatas. For RRQ Hoshi though, they haven't really made any move into the jungle. Oh, as I say that,
looks like Toy is able to... Oh, sorry. Looks like Riz is gonna get in there and Susujin gets the kill.
He was trying his best to kind of move back and forth. Like, he got kind of baited there by the situation. Now look at this potential dive.
Yep.
Okay.
Takashi is able to clear up the minions. So far, not going to be that big of an issue. Vanguard does not have any kind of a crazy engage on this Kalia, where it looks like he has to use the flicker more defensively rather than offensively.
But considering that just earlier, Edok was the one pulling the trigger on that engage, it's a bit of a contest here. Who's gonna actually make the aggressive move first, right? It's like a game of chicken for both roamers. Now, at the neutral objective, this is where the moment of truth is for both of these roamers to make a move happen for their team.
Well, looks like an engage is going to happen against Edok. Edok is going to pull Vanguard back, but Vanguard still gets the kill onto Edok. But look at Toy. Susujin gets a kill onto Vanguard. RRQ Hoshi, they're controlling the turtle at this moment. Gusta Lagusta is using the opportunity to get any kind of poke that he can. Either way, RRQ Hoshi wins that trade. Oh, it is not over. Susujin is looking at Gusta Lagusta. It looks like 4 members of RRQ Hoshi are hovering the bottom lane.
RRQ, man, they get something, they gotta push a bit further to see if they can get even more. But right now, the composition for Alpha 7 is that they have 2 great utility picks, the Edith and the Kalia, but they don't really have anyone that can kind of stand in the front and take all that damage. Not right now, at least, without some more items.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Thank you. Kanjut.
Well, it's just way too dangerous, and Alpha 7 are just trying their best to avoid it, but
oh, looks like he engages, forces out the Purify, but Gusta Lagusta still gets taken down. Dairon goes to the back line, trying to get a kill, but he himself gets taken down by Syndra. And now RRQ Hoshi, are they overstaying their welcome? Rince, very, very low HP, just 1 attack away from death.
control with the turtle situation. RRQ Hoshi might have made a mistake here.
Now, Edok trying to check the bush, dashes away. King Zeal gets a kill.
Oh.
Vanguard has no place to go. Killing spree for Susujin. Zaman Force activated by Toy just to push Alpha 7 away from the turtle.
Alpha 7 Esports were the one to try and attempt the pick-off.
Kalia paired up with a late game hero.
And Alpha 7 Esports, maybe they would have had access to more damage, more burst, if they had more items, right? They're almost 4k gold behind at this point, which is why they have to take it a bit easy here. Later on, when Gusta Lagusta and Syndra can deal that insane late game damage, then the Kalia becomes a bit more of a threat. Right now though, RRQ Hoshi are just very happy to take these moments, fights like that. And Rince, earlier, escaping with a sliver of HP, that's what he plans on doing, man. Getting up close and personal. That's exactly why he went for the tenacity. He wants that damage reduction because he knows he's going to be in the thick of it.
Right now, Gusta Lagusta, yes, thick of it, I know, but
Yes.
that's so last year, okay?
Okay.
Okay, probably last year. But either ways,
No
Gusta
take.
Lagusta, he has the Sky Piercer, so if he's able to get a kill, maybe things can turn around for Alpha 7, but you know, it depends on whether they get a good catch or not, which looks like Penguin is struggling to get a good catch.
I think this formation here, 3-2 from RRQ, two members on the bottom side attempting a potential pickoff, and they have Dyron, who is going to be so tanky that even if Alpha 7 Esports take him out, it's going to come at a cost, but it might just happen.
Ooh, it looks like an engage is going
Whoa!
on. Not sure what happened there, but big damage. Syzygen gets a kill onto Syndra. Toy able to take down KingZilla, and that's a wipeout. What? One engage and it's such a wipeout.
Bro, the damage, the engage, the juggling of hard aggro. After Hoshi, that was a clean fight. And they're not even rushing to take the Lord. They're just pushing out objectives here. They know they can use the Lord Esports. And they were kind of confused, like, do we try and pick him off? He's really strong right now, this Lucas, right? Or do we back away? And in the middle of the hesitation, I think that's where Araki Hoshi potentially made a move there to force Alpha 7 into a fight. Now though, they have this Lord, so Alpha 7 Esports, what's the plan here? If they want to go for some kind of moment, they can. They have good clear with the Granger and the Sicilian. They just have to be careful of the engage potential of Araki Hoshi.
Power them, just clear minions. Just clear minions, wait for 18 minutes, and then maybe you have
18
enough
minutes?
stacks on the Sicilian to get a kill, you know?
At this point, the clock definitely is favoring Alpha 7 Esports. So Araki Hoshi has that urgency, and that's why they're pushing really aggressively right now. The base, the protection is going to be used up in the mid lane as well, but that's one base tower taken for Araki Hoshi, and they might get the one on top as well.
Yep, right now, Araki Hoshi with the conceal, looking for someone. It looks like an engage coming in from the Kalia, but he's gonna get that kill. Look at Implosion grabbing two. KingZilla gets taken down. Takashi tries to return the damage, but he does not have the items just yet. KingZilla and Penguin got taken down alongside with Edoc.
Hold on a second here, RRQ are still staying around. They have the members advantage, but they have no HP to speak of. I feel like Alpha 7, like sacrificing two members, are able to maintain that top side base turret, and that's great because the Lord is on the bottom side. So for now, Araki Hoshi at a 10 people lead, but they won't have a default push advantage from the waves on the top side. As we take a look at some of the items right here, the Queen's Wings for Dyron, man. He knows he's going to be getting all in there, wanting more reduction, more sustain. The all-in nature of the Lucas is just being used to its full potential right here. And for Toy, he's still scaling up really well. 3 items with the Holy Crystal already completed. So the burst damage and the DPS is actually really great for our RRQ. Whereas for Alpha 7, I think they have a Sky Piercer on the side of Gusta Lagusta, but he doesn't have stacks to speak of right here. And his pickup though.
Hey, that's the first stack. It always starts with one, right? I feel like it's hard for them to contest as well. At this point, I would just use this opportunity to control your own jungle and try to give as many stacks to Syndra and as many gold to Gusta Lagusta, because yeah, I feel like if they try to contest, that would be a big trouble.
I feel that's definitely the way to go right here with that composition. For Alpha 7 Esports though, I feel like now, right, when they are ramping up in damage, when 1 or 2 items, or almost 3 items have been completed for their main backline carries, the Sicilian and the Granger, they can start pivoting more towards a proper front to back. And what that means is they should be using the Earth Shatter, all these other crowd control tools from the Kalia and the Edith to kind of stop Edoc. Because realistically here, if Edoc doesn't get a big implosion, there's not a lot of ways for Araki Hoshi to really get everyone together and go for that big combo, big damage, right? And if it becomes a long, drawn-out, sustained battle, Alpha 7 Esports have the lead here, have the advantage.
Conceal was cancelled by Gusta Lagusta with the Rhapsody hitting on to Edoc. Ward is in the bottom lane. Dyron flickers in, but almost no HP. Looks like the Kalia was able to grab Syzygen, but the Kalia gets taken down. Edoc gets taken down as well, but Toy is ending the game, and game number 1 goes over to Araki Hoshi.
The Glorious Pathway as well is something that can be used for Alpha 7 to elevate their chase and kiting potential, but those 2 options immediately gets negated by Araki Hoshi.
Yep, and now we're looking at the highlights here, where again, I would say everyone from Araki Hoshi performed very, very well. So it's difficult to pick an MVP for this one. But yeah, Tsuzujin always ready to follow up whenever EDOC is able to. It's like 1 for 2. The only thing is Dyron is usually the one getting punished, but that's okay. If the EXP gets punished, your gold laner is free, your mid laner is kind of free, your jungler is free. That's just Dyron doing an amazing job.
It's Dyron doing EXP lane things. And honestly, about Araki Hoshi, the individual performance is great, but as a team, if you pay attention to when and where they start these fights, I mean, right here, a full-on wipeout before the Lord is there. You know, the one thing that can maybe be contested, maybe a 50-50 for Alpha 7 Esports. Right here, when do they go for these pickoffs? When are they looking for these big moments? It's when they know that they want to go for something. And even earlier, the fact that they were able to get a level 4 advantage and abuse it before Alpha 7 can recover. That's just the timing that Araki Hoshi are just so good at, right? Knowing exactly when the power spikes actually hit and know how to best use them.
Yeah, and we were talking about both regions moving towards the team fight, right? Definitely Araki Hoshi, they had a draft and the mechanics for a better team fight.
Let's go. Free throw. Like I got cheat code.